Hi, everybody. Allen Bestwick here again on behalf of the Gluchacki Driver Development Program. Happy to visit once again with Derek Gluchacki, one of this year's finalists. His second year in the program. Derek, by way of review, a 23-year-old from Dartmouth, Massachusetts, originally, which is in the southeast part of the Commonwealth, kind of near where I grew up in Rhode Island. Derek, good to spend some time with you again. First things first, you got married recently. Saw the pictures. Looked like it was a great day. I hope it was. Congratulations to you and Maddie.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. It went really well, so it was a super special day.
And by the way, let me just add, folks, I saw some of the pictures on Instagram. A race car featured prominently in a number of the photos. We would expect nothing less, right?
That's right.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Derek, let's talk about your season, first of all, in general, to kind of tie it up. If I were describing, and that's kind of my job, is I would say it started out with the wrong kind of bang, and then it built to kind of a nice crescendo at the finish, or a really hot run at the end. Fair?
Yeah, I would say so. We started off pretty good there at Loudon, defending our 3 wins with a podium, so I was happy with that. But like you said, quickly after that, we ended up wrecking our primary car, and then after that, wrecked our backup car. So as we touched on before, so it was a rough
Yeah.
start to the year. But like you said, we took a week off there, missed an act race unfortunately, and regrouped. But we came back to Seekonk, got our first win of the year, and quickly after that, we're on to our second win, and it's been a good end of the year. I think we ended up pretty much the whole second half of the year was on the podium or in top five. So super good turnaround for us, and definitely proud of all the effort everyone put in for sure.
Fun to follow from a distance for me and see second, third, fifth, second, third. Really, really fun. You end up winning something the American Canadian Tour, the ACT Series, calls the Triple Crown Series. Tell us about that.
Yeah, actually, that was the first race of that, or the second race of that was actually the Seekonk race that we won, which is super crucial for us. Going into White Mountain, the final race, it was either 1 point we were leading by or we were tied. I can't quite remember what it was, but we started deep in the field, had to drive through. DJ and Raphael started up front, so it was tough. I planned on pitting, and unfortunately, the race just didn't work out to where we would have pitted. I didn't want to give up all the track position. But yeah, I think with like 6 or 7 laps to go, it was like a three-way tie. I think we're all tied there, and we were able to pick off one more spot. And DJ actually picked off one more, so ended up in a tie. But thankfully, that win at Seekonk was the tiebreaker. So super proud of that. We've been in the top three of that series ever since the inception of it. I think it's the third year of it now. So finally, cool to beat DJ in it. He's bested me the past 2 years, but cool to finally beat him for sure.
DJ Shaw, one of your main rivals. So all of the finalists at each one of the segments of the Gluchacki Driver Development Program fill out some questionnaires that they send in to the committee that the committee reads. And those were shared with me. And a couple of things that you said fascinated me, and I want to expound on those here a minute if I just can. This is your second straight year as one of the finalists in this scholarship program. And you talked about how this has helped you grow both on the track and off the track. I want to start with on the track. How's being a part of this program helped you be a better race driver?
Yeah, I mean, just with the physical aspect of everything and all the conference calls and stuff we've had, just with being more prepared to be at the racetrack yourself, not necessarily with the car or anything, but just your body and your physical stuff and your stamina and everything, just eating right and doing the right things during the week to make sure you're prepared when you get there Saturday or Sunday morning, just to be 110%, just like you prepare the race car to be.
Who are some of the people that you've been able to meet, talk to, consult with through the year that have guided you in some of those ways?
Yeah, for sure. Scott Speed with Josh Wise Development and all that. We talked to him this year, and Wendy Venturini for sure. Even Jason here with the personal development stuff. He's been super helpful, and just I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple of different people because they said so many, but it's been great. Honestly, I've seen a lot of health benefits even in myself, just not getting as tired in the race car, not coming out looking like you just ran 200 laps in 98-degree weather. So definitely stamina is huge, and just even being able to talk to some of the people around like Paul Andrews and stuff with
Yeah.
setup and everything like that. It's just super critical, and you know how racing is. You got to be spot on every time you go on the racetrack.
Yeah, relentless is especially is the part of the schedule, and there's never a moment to stop much and look back and learn those lessons because you got to be moving forward to get ready for the next race. You talked about some things about how being a part of this driver development program has helped you off the track personally. Tell me about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm only child. I've been pretty, self-centered and stuff for my whole life. Just kind of kept to myself and everything. And it's really made me get out of my shell, I guess you could say, and get better at doing interviews like this and just talking to people and starting conversations at the racetrack. Like plenty of people come over and talk to me, but I was never one to go over and start the conversation, if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
just talking to sponsors and potential partners and everything like that, it's opened up so many doors for me that I never even knew were there. And it's just been such a journey. I'm just super grateful.
You talked about confidence being a key word that you've grown in over these last couple of years. How?
Yeah, like I was saying, I was just super, kept to myself and just seeing how impactful just starting a conversation with, it doesn't even really matter who it is, you know what I mean? Just a fan or a sponsor or just, a racetrack official, just seeing their appreciation for you coming over, talking and being yourself really more than anything, not this animated like robot, you know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
honestly just opened so many doors and I've honestly gotten a couple sponsorships and just new fans and everything out of it. So it's been life changing to say the least.
Awesome. That's terrific. One of the elements of the Kawicki Driver Development Program is what do you do off the racetrack? How do you give back to the community? The Make-A-Wish Foundation and Make-A-Wish Kids have been a focus of yours. We've discussed before, but how has being involved with that program, I guess the phrase I want to use is made a bad day better at the racetrack?
Yeah, it just doesn't it opens your eyes to just how impactful you can be with yourself. Seeing these kids and families come over to the booths that we've had and just share their stories about, what Make-A-Wish has done for them and what it means to them to have us raising money and have the logo on the car and how they feel connected to the race now and just stuff like that. It's just been super eye-opening and makes you super grateful for what you have and never take anything for granted.
So, what was more challenging this year? Getting through your schedule, losing your crew chief, crashing the car, the backup car, keeping going week to week, or planning a wedding?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot to say the least. Thankfully, she and her family handled most of the wedding planning, but it was stressing me out seeing her stressed out for sure.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. And but a big day that went beautifully. So you're 23 years old. You're running the American Canadian Tour, big regional series in the Northeast for people maybe not from that part of the country. What's next? Have you? I mean, racing season's over in the Northeast, folks. Trust me, there's frost on the pumpkin. What's next now for you, Derek the racer?
Yeah, I mean, I got a pretty busy winter coming with my Derek Gluchacki racing stuff. I think I have four complete cars to build for other customers now, so that's been going extremely well. So hopefully we can grow on that for next year. That's been something I never really expected to grow as big as it did. I haven't even really like advertised it, I guess you could say. It's just kind of been word of mouth going around. So it's been a journey. It's been awesome, and hopefully next year we can go for that ACT championship that's been so elusive for us. I feel like we've had championship winning years, the past couple years, and just haven't put a whole year together. But definitely that's on the radar for next year for sure, and that's definitely the ultimate goal.
Yeah, for sure. And we wish you nothing but success with that. December 9th is when all of the finalists will gather in Charlotte at the Speedway Club at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And Ryan Newman going to be the guest speaker for the Kawicki Driver Development Program banquet. And look forward to seeing how it all turns out. And congratulate you. I mean, you are the only finalist from a year ago to come back this year, and you've done so well across so many different areas that the program evaluates. Derek, we wish you not. It's been a pleasure to get to know you, and wish you nothing but success going down the road.
Thank you, Alan. Means a lot. I appreciate it.